want to know, when did your face give away your emotion? 601-995-1017. It started with me sitting down in the wrong row on the airplane. I always wonder, how do people do that? And then I went and did it myself. So I had to move to a new seat, and I'm sitting next to a guy, normal-sized individual, thinking it's going to be a great flight. And then before we even push back from the gate, the flight attendant comes up to my row partner and says, "Sir, would you be able to help out in an emergency situation?" And he's like, "Yes, absolutely." And immediately I'm thinking, great news. I get the row to myself.
Yeah.
Then it all kind of came together that somebody had said, no, they could not help out in an emergency situation. And I was like, that doesn't sound like a seat partner I would want. And then sure enough, this very large, very nice fellow came down the aisle, and it's like, I just got a new seat partner who is not going to make for a very comfortable flight. So I see him, and he takes one look at me, and he says, "I know you were just really upset that you're going to now have to sit next to the fattest guy on the airplane."
Oh.
I could see it in your face.
Oh.
I was like, no. He's like, yeah, apparently if you need a seatbelt extender, they won't let you sit in the emergency row. So I was just so embarrassed that obviously the look on my face gave away exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I mean, the guy, and then he said, "Don't worry, I wasn't always a fat guy. I would have thought the same thing myself." And it's like, well, thank you, first of all, for not thinking I'm a fat guy, too. Like, that was very nice. How embarrassing, though. Like, the dude knew exactly what was happening in my head.
That would crush me. Like, I would not feel good. That would be such an uneasy rest of the flight, having to sit next to someone and, like, you've thought that. They knew you thought that. They said it out loud.
Yep. Yep, and then there was no denying it. Like, that was exactly what was going through my head. He knew it, and I felt really badly about myself. Have you ever had your facial expression give away exactly what you're thinking?
My face always betrays me. I have a really hard time keeping my emotions off of my face.
Apparently I do too.
Like all the way back to childhood, because like really what stuck with me was my mom would get so mad at me whenever I would, it'd be Christmas or birthday or whatever, and somebody would buy me a gift and I didn't like it. It was so hard for me so I would have to, I remember I would like get such bad anxiety before any gift giving ceremony because I would have to like psych myself up, like be excited, be like, just no matter what the gift is, have the same reaction, just like, oh my gosh, this is the best, this is so good, because I knew if not, my face was gonna betray me and be like, actually, I don't love this.
The more you don't like a gift, does the higher your voice go? Like, oh my gosh, I love it.
Probably.
I really love it.
Probably.
601-995-1017. Has your face ever been a dead giveaway for your emotions, and how did it make you feel? Were you embarrassed like me? Because I don't want that guy to think that I'm a jerk like that, but my face gave away my jerkness, and the dude called me out for it. I felt bad because I didn't want to make anybody feel bad. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't going to moan or groan or anything. Like, somebody's got to sit next to him. Yeah. I was just disappointed that I was that someone out of the 100 people on the flight. 601-995-1017. Has your face ever given away your emotions when you did not want it to?
I'm going to keep this person anonymous just in case. So funny, though. It says, one time when I was a teacher, we had a luncheon, and when the principal was praying over the food, a teacher farted out loud, but they kept their composure. I didn't. My jaw dropped, and I looked around in confusion because I was the only one who didn't shrug it off. It was funny as heck.
Oh, that is funny. That reminds me of a story my brother's friend was telling me. My brother's friend works for a company that was just bought by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh.
And they were having a meeting with like their management team, and it was like a pretty hostile meeting, like very, very serious and everything. And the boss was yelling about how everybody has to, get things buttoned up and make sure you're doing everything right. And then the lady said, "We're going to get a colonoscopy by Dick's."
What?
And because Dick's Sporting Goods bought the company.
Right. But
so she was trying to say that they're really going to be digging into the books and everything. And he said the entire team didn't think it was funny, but he was having to like cover up his mouth. And then whenever he said something to his coworkers, they were like, didn't even hear that. But now thought it was hilarious.
To compare anything, like if someone were to come in from corporate and be like, "Oh, they're here to do a colonoscopy," why is that the word that comes to your brain? That's crazy.
I don't know. Somebody texted us and said, my bestie has to tell me all the time that your eyebrows need to use their inside voice. Most recently happened on Friday. I'm still waiting to hear what happened on Friday.
Tell us the story. We're nosy. We need the tea.
Adam and Allison in the morning.